Good evening and welcome to Xfinity On Demand for tonight's premier game between the Bingham Miners and the Olympus Titans from the brand new Olympus High School. State-of-the-art facility and a tremendous arena here at Titan Arena. Two very, very good basketball teams with great histories meet up here this evening. The Olympus Titans, a team that is 3-1 on the year, coming off a win over the Highland Rams, a team that is not in their region, but certainly a rivalry game, and they handled them well. Their only loss on the season coming against the Davis Darts. Look out for Monson and Lindsay here tonight. Monson averaging 25 points a game and Lindsay at 17. For the Bingham Miners, they're a 4-3 team, and they took place in the Great Western Shootout. They went 2-1 in those games, represented very, very well, and they lost to the Davis Darts, the only common opponent that the two teams have had so far. Davis handled both of them very, very well. For the Bingham Miners, of course, they're a team that won the state championship, and they have a number of guys that played football that are also playing basketball. So they're a team, much like Olympus, transitioning from some of the guys being in football mode into basketball mode, but trying to get that rhythm down before region play gets started. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the Olympus Titans hosting the Bingham Miners tonight on Xfinity On Demand. And we are set to get underway. 8 minutes up on the clock as the Bingham Miners face up against the Olympus Titans here tonight. And Bingham controls the tip, and Youngblood will direct the offense. Youngblood, the son of Kendall Youngblood, former Bonneville star, went on to have some great success at the college level as well. There's a lob down low, and it goes immediately. That time to Jared Holman, who puts it home. So 2-0 Bingham on top. Olympus, of course, with dark on dark with the numbers and the jersey. The Titans, of course, have one of the toughest places to play. There's a 3-ball out of the corner that time by Alec Monson. You'll see a lot of him this evening. The Bingham Miners, who have been competitive in basketball, although obviously more known for their success in football. That one going to be off the rim that time for Holman. The rebound no good, and this one's going to go out of bounds to Bingham. Here come the Miners, Green to inbound. And he'll go to Youngblood. Long shot that time, and it's no good. Rebound grabbed by the Titans. Olympus liking to play an up-tempo game. So they go to Spencer Williams. This one's going to get thrown away, but then it's eventually collected by Connor Heller. Crossover dribble. It is called a kicked ball. Youngblood thought he had a steal that time. The correct call that time, and Olympus will retain possession. No shot clock, of course, to the frustration of many who cover high school basketball, not only in the state, but across the country. Nice lob down low, and the layup is good. And a nice layup that time by Monson. So Olympus has tied this one up at 2 apiece. Bingham back to work offensively. Youngblood high out left. The Bingham Miners, as we mentioned before, 4-3. They went 2-1 in the Great Western Shootout. Some of the best teams in the nation were there at Orem High School. Here's a 3-ball on the way and good. A nice shot by Jordan Evans. Evans averaging 13 points a game. And it's been big for them so far this season. Here's a 3-ball to answer, and that's off the mark. Rebound tipped around and out of bounds. It'll go to Bingham. Great intensity defensively so far for the Miners. That is something Coach Schroeder wants to see out of his guys, especially in his first year as the new head coach of this program. Here comes Daler Youngblood up the court with Bingham on top by the score of 5-2. Goes to Goizeta, now back to Youngblood. Now goes to Holman. Holman hits a cutting Evans, and now back outside they go to Mike Green. Back to Evans, driving left of the lane, floats it up off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound is snarled by the Titans. Titans without numbers, but they are on the run, and this ball's knocked away in the paint, but a foul is called, and that'll be the first foul of the game, and it will go against the Bingham Miners. So this one called against Jared Holman. So first team foul, first personal foul. So Alex Williams misfires on the first free throw and misfires on the second one. A rare 0 for 2 trip for this Olympus team. And historically, they've been a high-level free throw shooting team. Ryan Turner now in the game for the Bingham Miners. He's averaged 9 points a game, has been a big spark for them, whether in the starting lineup or coming off the bench. Evans back to Goizeta. Goizeta with high pressure and a foul call. And I'm not sure Lindsay liked that one. I thought he had good high pressure, hands were out, but they thought it was a foul that time. So first team foul and first personal foul for Jake Lindsay. Jeff Falatoy has checked into the game. 5-2 here with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bingham on top. Turner spins to the middle, took an extra step, he traveled, and possession will go back to Olympus. So the Titans, who have had a slow offensive night to start this one, will go back to work offensively. Working to the corner, a baseline J by Monson's going to be off the mark. Turner skies in and grabs the rebound. They go high out left to Goizeta, now straight away to Turner. Turner, jump shot in rhythm, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Bingham. Yoli Childs in for Bingham now, as the Miners have the early 5-2 advantage in this one this evening. John Petit also in for the Olympus Titans. Goizeta rises. That's going to be off the handle, and the rebound is snarled by the Titans. Pedaled down all the way right of the lane. Floats it off the glass and in. Pretty move by Jake Lindsay. He has averaged 17 points a game and 7 rebounds. He is a Matt Barnes type player. Here's a drive to the middle by Evans. Inside, they kick it out, and it's a turnover against the Miners. So Youngblood out, and Mike Green in now for the Bingham Miners, who have the early 5-4 advantage here in the first quarter. Right side, Lindsay. Now goes straight away to Williams. Now they go deep into the corner, now down the middle. Williams caught in traffic, kicks out. Shot fake and a drive by Monson, and he finishes off the glass. Beautiful move by Alec Monson. He has averaged 25 a game. So far this year, he had 24 against Highland in their previous game. Beautiful pass underneath. A nice finish by Yoli Childs, and one. And Bingham gets the lead back. And so Childs trying to finish the three-point play. Can't do it. And a rebound is grabbed by the Titans. Boy, I tell you, both teams failing to hit from the free throw line here in the early going. Olympus had an empty trip earlier in this game. Both teams pride themselves on hard-nosed defense and great discipline with the ball. They don't get too careless very often. It's a shot from the baseline, no good. It's rebounded by Evans. Evans searching for room in the middle, finds a soft little 8-footer and hits. Beautiful feet underneath, and a nice finish that time by Monson. And a nice feed by Lindsay. Here comes racing all the way to the hoop is Ryan Turner, and they've got a charging foul. Forced the issue, and forced it a little bit too much. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter, 9-8 our score as the Bingham Miners lead over the Titans of Olympus. Shot fake on the three by Monson. Tries to dump it inside. It's knocked away and stolen. Beautiful hands by Childs. Here comes Turner. Tries the mid-range floater, and that's not what they're looking for in transition. Here's the outlet pass, and here come the Titans racing all the way to the hoop. Beautiful finish. And a nice follow on that play. And Pettit finishing on that layup. Here's Evans. Childs, power move, jump ball. And the arrow belongs to Olympus. They'll play for the final shot here of the quarter. Ten seconds left as they get it up across the timeline. High pressure with 6 on the clock, now down to 5. Skip pass, they get an extra pass, and time has run out. No foul, no shot. The quarter comes to a close. Olympus leads over Bingham 10-9. So the second quarter underway. Possession arrow with Bingham, so they will inbound here at half court. They have a 10-9 deficit. Olympus is on top here in the early going. Mike Green with some high pressure here early on in the possession will now go to Turner. Turner to Childs. Tries to dump it down inside to Evans. And contact and a foul in the paint. Bess and Meacham now in the game for the Titans. As they have this 10-9 early lead, they go on into Turner right away. That being the Bingham Miners. Have to apologize in advance. The Bingham numbers, very easy to tell. And if you haven't noticed already during the broadcast, the Olympus numbers are brutal. Here's Childs. Pretty left-hand hook, and he puts it home. And the Miners have the lead back 11-10. Have to like what you watch out of the big man here so far. Does a great job of creating space. Physical player, but knows how to be physical without fouling. Terrific. Excellent block defensively by the Bingham Miners that time, as skying in to reject it was Shoemaker, and contacted a foul on a loose ball. This one's going to go against Bingham. They call it on Mike Green. Olympus to inbound. It's Jake Lindsay. They go to the high post now to Bess. Out of the corner for 3. It's off the mark. And a loose ball foul underneath the hoop. This one will go against the Titans, as they're going to call this one on Jordan Meacham. Well, here's Mike Green on a crossover, drives right to the lane, floats it up and scores. Went through a little bit of contact, but still was able to finish. And so for Mike Green, that's his first 2 on the night. It's a 13-10 Bingham lead. Monson kicks out to Holler. It's a drive to the free throw line. Jump shot off the back of the rim, over the backboard and out of bounds. And so Jake Lindsay unable to connect on that shot. So Youngblood back in for the Miners here as they go into Jordan Evans. Green will throw to the far side to Evans. Now back to Green, back to Evans. Shot fake and drive the baseline. Cut off nicely. Comes around a screen, into the paint, tries to make a pass to Childs, and he's bumped and fouled. So that's now 5 team fouls against the Olympus Titans in this one. Meacham now has 2 in the early going. And also for the Titans with 2 fouls, Alex Williams. Here's Green, driving right, off the glass again, can't finish. And now a foul in the backcourt against Mike Green. And for Green, that'll be his second. So now Leighton Parker will have to come in for Mike Green. Green, who has had a nice start to this game, but has 2 fouls. Coach Barnes wants a timeout for the Titans, who trail the Miners 13-10 with 5:35 left here in the second. So out of the timeout, the Titans, who have given up a 4-0 run to start here this second quarter, are looking to get their first bucket of the frame. They got off to a bit of a slow start offensively in the first quarter, but eventually finished strong to take that 1-point lead. They trail by 3 at this point. They've spread them out. The drive right of the lane, off the glass, no good. And the rebound is grabbed out of the air that time by Shoemaker on the other end. This ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Olympus. Olympus with it now. Holler brings it up. They go right side in the corner for a 3. It's an air ball, and the ball is eventually bobbled out of bounds. It'll go back to Bingham. Spencer Williams couldn't control it right there on the baseline. Youngblood with pressure in the backcourt is able to beat it, and he goes now to the left side to Parker. Parker drives, kicks, 3-ball on the way, no good. As that time they went to Goizeta, he couldn't hit, but they get the offensive rebound. Evans driving and 1. Evans with a nice finish. And I believe actually they're going to call this one on the ground. They're saying he was fouled on the drive. So they'll inbound from the baseline. But that is the 6th-team foul on Olympus. Bingham to inbound. It'll go to Parker. Parker now straight away to Youngblood. Bingham has showed great patience here offensively so far in this game. They get a great paint touch, but a 3-second violation. Holman with a great catch and a great move to the basket, but he was camped out in the lane for too long. There comes Olympus. All the way to the corner they go to Williams. Straight away to Haller. Haller kicks it back out, contact and a foul. And as Lindsay was starting to drive, he was bumped and hit by Leighton Parker. That'll be his first. And that'll be the 5th Bingham foul. Olympus to inbound now from the baseline as they are all set down 13-10. Still have yet to crack the scoreboard here in the second quarter. 3:54 and counting in the frame. Here's a drive, left of the lane and good. Nice move by Connor Haller. And finally, they get their first field goal. Holman on the other end answers with a layup.
Jerry Holman scores for Bingham.
Great work by Bingham, finding the opportunity to get a bucket in transition. The Titans. Lindsay stripped, stolen away. Haller is fouled as he goes to make the outlet pass, and that will put Bingham at the line. So here is Holman for the front end of the 1-and-1. It bounces in, out, and back in again. Both teams had empty trips to the free throw line up to this point. And Holman was able to hit that one. Holman nails the second of 2. And so now the Miners are up 17-12. Contact and a foul as Leighton Parker reaches in and gets called. That's his second and the 6th team. Kyle Gehrig has checked in for Bingham during those previous free throws. And he's out there defensively trying to make the stop on Lindsay. This ball's going to be batted around, and it is snagged by Youngblood. For Gehrig, you'll see him out there, number 14. The quarterback of the football team that won the state championship. He had to leave right before halftime. But his team was able to come through and get the championship. He had an unbelievable year. It really showed the leadership that Coach Dave Peck wanted to see. Timeout called by Bingham. 2:41 left here in the second quarter. The Miners on top of the Titans, 17-12. So the Titans trailing 17-12. They have just 2 points here so far in the quarter. They're going to try to make a push here at the end of the half. Down low they go, and it's knocked away from Goizeta. Scramble on the floor, fought for, and this one will go to Olympus. So Parker out, and Evans does return for the Miners. Mike Green had a couple of early fouls, and he is out for Bingham at this point. And so far on the night, Evans with 5 points and has operated well in the offense. Bounce pass in the paint, beautiful play. And a finish on the layup that time. A beautiful move by Spencer Williams. On the other end, and one. Nice finish by Jordan Evans. Give him 7 on the night, and he'll have a free throw coming. And so the free throw good. Make it a 20-14 Bingham lead. Interesting to see what will happen here in the final couple of minutes as a steal this time by Gehrig. Racing all the way to the end, and he finishes at the rim. It's an 8-point lead. I was about to say, will Bingham extend this lead, or can the Titans start to cut it down? You're starting to feel like Bingham has a chance to really put an exclamation point here on the half. A pass to the baseline. Now a kick out. 3-ball on the way. Williams airballs it. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and they are going to say it's going to go to the Titans. Close call. Olympus inbounding. There you go. To Meacham. Out of the outside. Shot fake the 3. Drive in. Pettit lays it up and in. Nice play by John Pettit. And that'll make it 22-16. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Youngblood and the Bingham offense may elect to play for the final shot of the half. The argument will continue on forever. And really, I don't think there's much of an argument. There is a great need for the shot clock in high school basketball. It really takes away from the quality of this game. I think high school basketball could be even better than it is. But one thing that holds it back is it has too many issues that are quite frankly outdated, and no shot clock is one of them. Here's a jump shot, no good by Goizeta. And now the Titans will look for something early in the offense. If not, they'll play for the last. Crossover dribble and a foul. And now they'll have a trip to the free throw line. And so now Gehrig with his first foul, but that's the 7th team foul. And an air ball on the 1-and-1. Connor Haller struggling on that trip to the free throw line. And the Olympus Titans have not looked sharp in a number of areas. Offensively, it has been one area, but the other has been when they have gotten to the free throw line. And now a bizarre foul here that will send Gehrig to the free throw line. I don't understand that one at all. And so now Gehrig at the free throw line. A 1-and-1. Gehrig, one of the more intelligent athletes you'll ever be around. You can tell why he's such a solid leader. A smart kid in the classroom. And also out on the football field as well as the basketball court. And so now maybe blood on a jersey of some sort. I'm not sure why, but the officials have stated that Jared Holman will have to come off the floor. Second free throw good, and it's an 8-point lead again. 17 seconds left here in the second. Clock down to 9. 6 seconds, and they go. Driving right, it's Monson. Floats it up, and it's no good. Rebound Goizeta, and that will end the half. 24-16, Bingham on top of Olympus as they outscore the Titans in the second quarter by a 15-6 deficit. 24-16 our score here at the half, and you're watching high school basketball on Xfinity On Demand. So the start of the second half, and Olympus will take the ball first. The Titans have had a sluggish offensive night so far. Had moments where it seems like they've gotten into rhythm, but they've had empty trips at the free throw line and also some turnover issues. Now that time, Lindsay with a terrific start on that reverse layup. And now some pressure early on, but a contact foul is going to be called here by Spencer Williams. So Williams with his second, and that is the first team foul of the second half. Very important for this team to get off to a quality start offensively here in the second half. They need to get into that rhythm. Ball reversals, get touches to the bigs, work the high post if they can. But the offensive performance in the first half, not what you're looking for if you're Coach Barnes. Wide open, and an easy layup for Jesse Goizetta. And for Goizetta, he gives them an 8-point lead, and another Olympus turnover. Goizetta, by the way, putting home his first two. Out on the floor right now for Olympus, they have 3 players with 2 fouls, including Alex Williams, Jordan Meacham, and they also have Spencer Williams. And a steal this time. Jake Lindsay with a terrific defensive play, and he finishes on the other end. And more full court pressure here coming for Olympus, trying to see if they can get a quick turnover for a bucket like they did on that last possession. A 3 by Green, back of the rim, no good. Rebound is grabbed by the Titans, a 2-on-1. Beautiful pass and a finish. Nice pass and a great lay-in by Monson. And this is more of what Olympus had in mind. The full court press is on again. It makes you wonder how long they'll go before calling a timeout. They feel comfortable breaking the press, but once they get back in their offense, Bingham has looked a little bit choppy. They've had some turnover issues and some defensive transition issues here so far in this second half. A change of pace for Olympus. And a much better start to the third than they had in the first and second. And suddenly it's a 4-point deficit. I like the move by Coach Barnes. I think it gives his team the feeling of being the aggressor. And this quick start to cut the lead to 4 is big for the team's confidence as well. So Youngblood over to Green. Back to Youngblood. He'll rotate over to the left. Pass underneath. They got a Holman. Beautiful catch that time, but he's unable to finish. He's blocked right there at the rim. Here come the Titans. Racing to the rim once again. A nice layup and a score. Lindsay has had a tremendous start to the third quarter. And the lead is now down to 26-24. A 3-ball on the way. Evans hits it. And a big one. A timeout Bingham. And a big bucket that time for the Miners, as it was a pretty solid run for the Titans to get started in the half. But the lead is back to 5 for Bingham with 5:23 left to play here in the third. So Olympus to inbound after the Evans three-pointer, and a turnover for the Titans as Bingham has put on a little full court press of their own. Be able to inbound from the baseline. Holman will come out of the game. And now in is Yoli Childs. I like the way he played in that first half with some of the minutes he had. Physical player. Good hands, by the way. He's able to make a couple of nice catches in the paint. Sets a good screen as well. Mike Green backs it out. And Bingham will operate in the half court. Green will go back to Youngblood. Youngblood, a 17-footer on the baseline, no good. Unbelievable leap and a tap by Goizetta, but he's unable to control it. On the other end, Lindsay back to the rack, short. Rebound grabbed by Monson. He's fouled as he goes up, and he'll shoot a couple free throws. Monson hit the first free throw, and he's off on the second. 29-25. Bingham in the lead. Green stops in the lane, kicks back out. Evans bounces to Childs. Childs backing down a defender, turns around with the right hand, can't finish. And the rebound grabbed by Monson. Here comes Lindsay. Back to Monson. Shot fake a three. He'll drive. Float it up. Fouled and one. Monson and Lindsay playing the type of game they expect here in the second half. Free throw good from Monson. You have to like the aggression that you are seeing so far in this second half by Lindsay and Monson. You want your best players, especially when your team is down like they were, to come out and play at a much more aggressive level in this second half, and they have. Here's Evans on a three. That's no good. Rebound grabbed out of the air by Turner, who has just checked in the game. Here's another three from Evans. That's off the back of the rim. And the rebound grabbed by the Titans. Here they come. Lindsay off to the left side. A three ball. That's off the backboard and off the rim. No good. Rebound now grabbed by Turner. Kicks it out. Three ball on the way. Evans in transition. A smooth shot. So Jordan Evans, they call it a two. His foot's on the line. Pass underneath. Monson, shot fake. And they have a foul on Childs. They're going to call him with a bump. So the Titans trailing by three, but have had the momentum here in the early going of the third quarter. 3:38 left in the frame. And here's Lindsay on a floater. He hits. And Lindsay is in a groove right now for the Titans. They trail 31-30. Evans a shot fake. He'll drive the baseline. Blocking foul is called as he was spinning to the hoop. So Pettit now in the game as Seth Crofts has committed his second foul. 2 team fouls on Olympus and 3 against the Miners. This one coming up short for Turner. Scramble for it. And it's picked up by the Olympus Titans. Here comes Haller. Here's a three ball on the way. No good. Loose ball on the floor. And it's grabbed out of there. This time by Youngblood. Turner in the corner. We'll back it out. So key for Bingham right now to get quality shots in the half court. See to it that they execute the right way. Be patient as you need to make sure you get quality shots. Because off of misses, Olympus has done a nice job getting out and running. And here is Turner to inbound. Ryan Turner, 9 points a game, by the way, as he throws into Youngblood. Turner's been big for this team coming off the bench. Defensive intensity is something the coaches should be pleased with early on in the year. Turner goes right side to Youngblood. Youngblood now to Evans, a three ball. Oh, and he got it. Evans didn't really seem to have his feet underneath him on that shot, but still hit it. Nothing but net. 34-30 now. And so Olympus continuing to climb that mountain as they trailed there late in the second and trailed going into the half. Gave up a bit of a run, had a slow start to the beginning of the first quarter and beginning of the second quarter, and now a travel is going to be called on Lindsay. 1:52 left to play here in the third quarter. Youngblood trying to thread the needle that time to Turner and has it stolen away. On the other end, Lindsay with a left hand, can't finish. And the rebound is grabbed out of the air by Shoemaker. Shoemaker right down the middle. Keeps it. And with a reverse layup, makes it 36-30. Monson a three. That's no good. And the rebound to Childs. So Bingham, after having their lead cut down to 1, able to get some stops, make sure it's just a one-and-done possession for Olympus. And on the offensive end, they've either gotten a quality look or a layup. Shoemaker straight up top, now to Evans. Evans back to Youngblood, 1 minute left to play here in the third. Shoemaker tries to go for Childs, has it knocked away and stolen. Here comes Lindsay, bumped and fouled. And stopping him that time was Ryan Turner. A smart foul by Turner, actually, as Lindsay was about ready to beat him around the corner. And I don't know if they had anybody there really to stop him. So a smart foul to take, especially for a player coming off the bench. And it's just a 14 foul, so it's not like he's sending anybody to the line. And this way the Bingham defense can get set. Monson kicks outside, a 3-ball on the way, and it's no good. Rebound Lindsay, can't finish, but he'll go to the line. So the first free throw, no good for Lindsay. The second one on the way, and he's got it. So 36-31. Here's Seth Green. And a timeout called by Bingham, as they wanted to make sure they weren't going to be in be careful country in their own backcourt. 36-31, Bingham on top of Olympus with 33 seconds left in the third. And so Bingham to inbound from the baseline. Gehrig will not be able to run the baseline, but did just check in. And he throws this one to Green. Green in trouble with a double team. Bumped and fouled, and the Olympus bench doesn't like it. That is his first. And this inbound pass is stolen. Haller over to Monson. Spinning, reverse layup. He can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line. So missing the front end of this pair was Monson. The second one is no good. A disastrous night at the free throw line for the Olympus Titans. They have had their chances at the stripe, and they've yet to really capitalize on that opportunity. 36-31, 10 seconds left here in the third. Bingham playing for the final shot of the quarter. Turner lost it. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Bingham with 1.9. Turner to inbound. 1.9, lobs into Childs, and it falls out of his hand. And Childs, boy, that play was drawn up well. Childs actually had an angle, and if the ball had been delivered on the mark, there's no doubt they would have had a chance at a good-looking layup. Now the officials are trying to discuss how much time's left on the clock and also where the ball will be inbounded. 0.8 on the clock, and they'll inbound from the baseline. Long court shot, that's no good. The clock never started. But that is going to be the end of the quarter. No. Clock never started. The officials have called traveling. But with 0.8 to go, you'd have to believe that either the clock should have ran out or there is very, and I mean very little time left. They're going to cut it in half to 0.4. So now Bingham will have the final possession of the quarter. They also will have the first possession of the fourth. They have the arrow. Here's Gehrig with 0.4. He lets it fly, and it's over the basket and out of bounds as it hit one of the wires over the top of the hoop. And so the third quarter comes to a close. Bingham with the lead. Olympus with some momentum will go to the fourth. 36-31. Bingham on top. So we get started here for the fourth quarter, and Bingham will inbound. The Miners with 16 fouls, Olympus with 3, and Olympus with 4 timeouts, Bingham with 2 here in the early going of the fourth quarter. Evans trying to find something on the drive. Instead, will kick back out to Youngblood. Youngblood goes to Green. Green with a nice fake, opens up some room for a jump shot, but can't connect. And here come the Titans on the move again. Haller. Bounce pass, Lindsay, kick out, 3-ball on the way, no good. And Green corrals the rebound. Here's a 3-ball by Evans, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. And the Titans are not happy about this call. They thought there was an acting job by Evans. A big moment in this game as Evans missed the 3. Well, they called a foul. It was well after the ball was released, and there may have been a little contact, but not a lot. And 3 for 3 at the line goes Jordan Evans. It now makes it an 8-point game at 39-31. A big moment in this game, and nice job at the line. A 3-pointer on the other side. Monson hits it, and a foul. What an answer for Olympus. And the free throw for Monson, that is short. A big issue tonight. Bingham, they've been able to make a lot of their free throws. Olympus, they have not. Here's a lob to Childs. Childs faces, bumps, lays it up, and one. Terrific power move by Yoli Childs. And the big man now at the free throw line, trying to make it an 8-point game again. No good. Halfway down and out. 41-34 Bingham. Monson, faking right, went left, bumped, fouled. And that will be the 8th team foul on Bingham. And so Monson will go to the free throw line. But the big question for Olympus, can they hit their free throws? Front end of the 1-on-1 was good. The second one is good as well. 41-36. Monson has cut it to a 5-point game. Youngblood kicks out. Green, a shot fake. Baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Lindsay. Lindsay racing up the floor, crosses over, kicks out, it's stolen away. Rather that time it was Spencer Williams who had it stolen from him. Here's Green, kick out. Youngblood thought about a three, but he won't take it. And now he'll lob down low to Childs. Power move to the middle, he's bumped, he's fouled. And that'll be the 6th foul. So Bingham will still inbound. And here is the inbound by Youngblood. He throws it away. And a foot race is on for the ball. It's tapped and recovered by Bingham. Step back jumper. Very short by Evans. And here come the Miners. Lindsay floats and scores. It's a 3-point game. When Bingham is needed to settle in and get a big bucket, they've been able to do so, whether it's a trip to the free throw line or Childs making a play. Here's Childs again, soft to the rim, no good. Saved in bounds, a nice play by Green, but now his team's facing a 5-on-4 situation. On the other end, Monson is fouled, he'll go to the line. So Monson made the first. It's a 2-point game. And now a 1-point game. Monson with 19 points. And he's had a terrific second half, so is Lindsay. Youngblood in the corner, but gets it out. Moving up the floor now is Shoemaker. Kicks back to Leighton Parker, who just checked in the game. They'll go back to Youngblood. 5:15 left here in regulation. They lob to Childs. They've got good looks with Childs so far, but he hasn't been able to finish every time. Childs pumps up and under, no good. Childs grabbing the offensive rebound, and it's fumbled for and picked up by Leighton Parker. They've had some quality looks down low with Childs, but he hasn't been always able to finish right there at the rim. He's had a nice and one, but he's done a nice job of getting open in the post and getting good positioning. Contact and a foul. As that time Monson is going to send Parker to the free throw line. Here comes Leighton Parker at the free throw line. Parker's free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Coach once told me the miss in the front end of the 1-on-1 is just as good as a turnover. Missed opportunity for Bingham. Monson for the lead. Can't get it. Outlet pass. Here comes Parker. Right hand up and in.
Parker.
It's back to a 3-point lead. Howler goes to the high post to Monson. Monson bouncing down low, spinning to the middle. Lindsay floats it up and scores. So Jake Lindsay continues to have a monster second half. Bounce pass nearly stolen. Parker outside, 3-ball Evans, no good. Rebound knocked away. Collected by Shoemaker. Back to the middle to Childs, and Childs will kick back outside as they go to Evans again. Evans driving left into traffic, floats it up, no good. Rebound fought for and grabbed by Parker again. Big moments with Parker getting a transition layup and also a big loose ball right there. And here's Youngblood, fouled as he goes to the hoop. I don't know if they're going to call him a foul with him going up. They will. He's going to shoot 2. Youngblood hit the first of 2. Looking to get the 3-point lead back. He can't. He missed, but an offensive rebound. And no good on the putback by Holman. Lindsay for the tie. Dunks it home. It's all tied up. 44-44. 2:53 to play. The Titans have trailed for most of the game. .240 left to play in regulation. Hoizetta, Evans, a 3. And Bingham has the answer. What a big moment to silence the crowd as well. 47-44, now with 2:20 to play in regulation. Olympus, 4 timeouts, Bingham with 2. The next foul by Bingham will send Olympus to the line shooting 2. There's a pass on the baseline knocked out of bounds by Youngblood. 2:09 left. 2:09 left, Olympus inbounding. They'll go to Monson immediately. Monson doubled, now straight away to Haller. Critical possession for Olympus here as we have just under 2 minutes to go. A corner 3, possibly for Monson. He'll shot fake. Now dribble into a double team, kick it way back out again. It goes to Haller. Lindsay in the middle again. Can't finish. And what a tough 50-50 ball. That was won that time by Jared Holman. Big play. But earlier, that rebound so big when you get into these moments of the game. Sealing a defensive rebound and then sealing it with free throws on the other end. That's big time playing from Jared Holman. You may look at his stat line at the end of the night. It may say one thing, but his impact on a critical possession cannot be overlooked. Outstanding play by Holman to get the rebound. And the front end of the 1-and-1 he knocks down. He hits the second one as well. It's a 5-point game, and now the pressure back on Olympus. This ball knocked out of bounds. It'll remain with the Titans. Lindsay controls. Crosses over. Drives in the lane. Left-hand layup is good. 117 and counting. They'll go to Evans. It's a 3-point game. Evans looking for room but being chased heavily. Youngblood pressured. The 5 count is on. He gets rid of it. Under a minute to play. Holman back to Youngblood. It'll be double bonus both ways. Any foul. And we have a timeout. Timeout called by Bingham. They have 1 remaining. 50 seconds left to play. And the Miners up by 3. So 50 seconds remaining in regulation. Bingham with the ball in a 3-point lead. They'll be shooting 2 free throws on the next foul. They get it in. And it goes to Evans. Evans kicks outside. Throwing a dangerous pass, but it's caught by Youngblood. They went to Shoemaker, now throw it back out to Evans. Evans pressured heavily. Down to 36.5 seconds and a foul. And so that'll send Evans to the line to shoot 2. First. 49-46. And he hits the second. It's a 4-point game. Olympus, 3 timeouts. 36.5 seconds to go. Lindsay fires off the glass, can't get it. And the rebound is Youngblood and a jump ball. It will stay with Olympus. They have the arrow. 28.9. 50-46. Olympus in need of a bucket right now. The pass to the right side. Skip pass goes to Monson. He rises for 3 and hits. Timeout with 18.9 on the clock. court press will be on. 50-49. Bingham with a 1-point lead and the ball. And energy back in the Olympus crowd. Bingham has 1 timeout remaining. Youngblood caught in the corner. He's bumped, fouled, and bumped again. And Youngblood will shoot 2 with 17.1. Youngblood missed the first with 17.1. He'll try to make it a 2-point game. He got it. The clock started and then stopped and now started again. And now the officiating crew will reset that. Great work by the officials to notice that immediately. 0.1 seconds remaining here in regulation. Monson will inbound. He will be able to run the baseline. 17 to go. They inbound, and here they come. Down by 2. With the ball is Howler. Straight away, now they go outside Monson. Underneath. Kick out. 3 ball on the way. Got it! Howler with a big-time 3. Check it, it's John Lindsay with the 3. Rather, Spencer Williams for Olympus. Spencer Williams with a 3-pointer. And the Titans have a 1-point lead. So Bingham with no timeouts left. Down by 1, 3.4 to go. They get it in. Youngblood for the win. No. The Titans storm back, and they steal one at home against Bingham. What a terrific performance in the second half for the Titans. Outstanding work, and the toughness that they showed prevailed in this game. A big-time 3-point shot by Spencer Williams to win it at the end. And Olympus will improve to 4-1 on the year. They didn't play their best game tonight, but they made the biggest plays when they needed them to. What a game here tonight. The Olympus Titans, final score once again, defeat the Bingham Miners 52-51, and you watched it all right here on Xfinity On Demand.